What if I told you that with just 5 exercises, you could build huge forearms? There's a high chance that if you do these consistently, you'll have grip strength and forearm size that most people never develop. First up, we have dead hangs. If you've never done this exercise before, you're going to want to start immediately. Dead hangs strengthen your grip, forearms, shoulders, and most importantly, your entire posterior chain from your hands, all the way down to your core. It's super simple to do, and I love it because it builds functional strength that transfers to everything else you do in the gym and in life. The ability to carry heavy objects, open stubborn jars, and maintain a strong handshake depends on grip strength. If you don't have a solid grip, then you can't really do much of anything efficiently in terms of strength training. So how can you perform the dead hang to maximize forearm growth? Let me show you. Find a pull-up bar or any sturdy overhead bar. Jump up and grab it with both hands using an overhand grip, hands about shoulder width apart. Hang there with your arms fully extended. Your feet should be off the ground and your body should be completely relaxed except for your grip. Don't try to pull yourself up, just hang there and let your forearms do all the work of supporting your body weight. Start by aiming for 20 to 30 seconds and then slowly increase the time as your grip gets stronger. Now, the first few times are going to be brutal. Your forearms will burn and your grip will want to give out, but you'll quickly gain strength from it and it'll become easier. Here are some different variations you can do depending on if the traditional dead hang is too easy or too hard for you. The first one is the assisted dead hang, which is great for beginners. Keep one foot or both feet lightly touching a box or bench below you to take some weight off your grip while you build up strength. The second one is the towel hang. Drape a towel over the bar and grip the ends of the towel instead of the bar itself. This makes your grip work even harder because the towel is thicker and less stable than a solid bar. The third variation is the one-arm hang, but we'll get to that later. This exercise alone will transform your forearms if you do it consistently. The last exercise we'll be going over is by far the most important and is also the most overlooked, but more on that coming up. Moving on to number 2, we have wrist curls. So forearm size is something that a lot of people struggle to build, but it's also something that's simple to develop with the right approach. Wrist curls work your forearm flexors, which are the muscles on the underside of your forearm that make your forearms look thick and powerful. This is an isolation exercise that directly targets forearm growth in a way that compound movements can't. So how can you do it correctly? Let me walk you through it step by step. Sit on a bench and hold a dumbbell in one hand or a barbell with both hands. Rest your forearms on your thighs with your wrists hanging just past your knees and your palms facing up. Let the weight roll down to your fingertips, then curl your wrist up as high as you can, bringing the weight back toward your forearm. Lower it back down slowly and repeat. Keep your forearms flat on your thighs the entire time. Only your wrists should be moving. Now, at first, just use light weight. This movement feels awkward if you've never done it before, and your forearms will fatigue fast. As you begin to feel more comfortable, you can gradually add more weight, but never sacrifice form for heavier weight. Controlled reps with moderate weight build more forearm mass than sloppy reps with heavy weight. Now, at number 3, we have a classic exercise that you definitely have seen before, but I am positive most people aren't doing enough of it. I'm going to show you why reverse curls are essential if you want complete forearm development and how to do them correctly. Reverse curls work your brachioradialis, which is the large muscle that runs along the top of your forearm from your elbow to your wrist. This muscle is what gives your forearms that thick, powerful look when viewed from the front. Reverse curls also hit your wrist extensors, the muscles on the back of your forearm that balance out the flexors you work with wrist curls. Building both sides of your forearm is critical for complete development and injury prevention. To make sure you're doing reverse curls correctly, let me show you the proper form. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and hold a barbell or dumbbells with an overhand grip, palms facing down. Your hands should be about shoulder width apart. Start with the weight hanging at arm's length in front of your thighs. Now curl the weight up toward your shoulders by bending at the elbows. Keep your elbows close to your sides and don't let them drift forward. Your forearms should be doing most of the work, not your biceps. Lower the weight back down slowly under control and repeat. If you want to get the most out of this exercise, I highly suggest doing it slowly and with lighter weight than you'd use for regular bicep curls. Your forearms are smaller muscles and fatigue quickly, so focus on quality reps. You can also use an easy curl bar instead of a straight bar if it feels more comfortable on your wrists. Now, before I show you exercise 4, let me address something important. If you're dealing with chronic aches and pains, stiff joints, or you feel like your body just doesn't move the way it used to, you're not alone. Most people think they're stuck with these problems forever. But what if there was a simple step-by-step system that could help you move pain-free again? I created Reboot Your Body specifically for people struggling with these exact issues. It's a 30-day program designed to restore the movement and strength you've lost, so you can play with your kids or grandkids, get through your day without constant aching, and feel confident in your body again. Imagine waking up without that stiff back, bending down to pick things up without fear, and moving through life the way you're supposed to. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. Now, you're definitely going to want to see this next exercise because most people completely ignore it, but it's one of the most effective forearm builders out there. This exercise is called Farmer's Walks, and even though it looks simple, this is a movement that can drastically improve your entire body while building massive forearms at the same time. The muscles it engages the most are your forearms, grip, traps, core, and legs, which makes it a total body exercise disguised as a forearm workout. Are you starting to notice a theme here? The best forearm exercises force your grip to work under tension for extended periods of time. To do Farmer's Walks, grab a heavy dumbbell or kettlebell in each hand. The weight should be challenging but manageable. Stand up tall with your shoulders pulled back and your core braced. Now just walk forward with the weights hanging at your sides. Keep your grip tight the entire time. Walk for 30 to 60 seconds or until your grip starts to fail. Then set the weights down, rest for a minute, and repeat. As you walk, focus on keeping your shoulders back and your posture perfect. Don't let the weights pull you forward or to the sides. Your forearms will be screaming by the end of each set because they're supporting heavy weight for an extended period. This constant tension is exactly what builds forearm size and grip strength. Like I said, it looks easy, but once you start doing it with appropriately heavy weight, you're going to understand why this exercise is so effective. One of the unique benefits to this exercise is that it builds grip endurance, not just grip strength. A lot of exercises test your maximum grip for a few seconds, but Farmer's Walks force your forearms to maintain tension for 30 seconds or more. This type of training builds the kind of grip that doesn't quit, which transfers to deadlifts, pull-ups, rows, and every other pulling movement you do. All right, now let's get into that exercise I mentioned earlier that's going to be one of the most transformative for your forearms. Plate pinches are one of the best exercises you can do for building crushing grip strength and thick forearms. This movement works your thumb and finger flexors in a way that almost nothing else does. It targets the muscles that run through your hand and into your forearm, building strength that makes your entire forearm thicker and more defined. The movement is simple but incredibly effective. It's all about pinching weight plates together and holding them for time. A lot of people have never even tried this exercise, so you're going to want to follow closely. Start by grabbing 2 weight plates, either 5-pound, 10-pound, or 25-pound plates depending on your strength level. Hold them between your thumb and fingers with the smooth sides facing out. Pinch them together as hard as you can. Stand up straight and let your arm hang at your side with the plates pinched together. Hold this position for as long as you can, aiming for 20 to 45 seconds. When your grip fails and you can't hold the plates anymore, set them down, rest, and repeat. Here, it's important to squeeze as hard as possible throughout the entire hold. Don't just barely hang on. Your forearms and hands should be working at maximum intensity to maintain the pinch. This constant maximum effort is what builds serious grip strength and forearm size. Plate pinches have many advantages outside of the gym. They increase thumb and finger strength, which is necessary for gripping anything in life, from opening jars to carrying bags to doing any manual labor. You will feel stronger and more capable in everything you do if you start doing these consistently. Plus, your handshake will become noticeably more powerful, which might seem trivial but actually makes a real impression in professional settings. All right, now let's get into that workout routine that will tie all of this together. If you have a clear plan of action, you're more likely to follow through, and the results will come faster. So you can do this forearm workout 2 to 3 times per week. Make sure to have at least 1 rest day between forearm workouts because these muscles need time to recover and grow. Start with dead hangs for 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. If you can't hang for 30 seconds yet, use the assisted variation until you build up strength. Rest about 90 seconds between sets. Then move to Farmer's Walks for 3 sets of 45 to 60 seconds. Use heavy weight that challenges your grip. If your grip fails before 30 seconds, the weight is too heavy. If you can easily make it past 60 seconds, the weight is too light. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Next, do wrist curls for 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Use a weight that allows you to complete all reps with good form, but makes the last few reps challenging. Focus on the squeeze at the top of each rep. Rest 45 seconds between sets. Then perform reverse curls for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Remember to use lighter weight than regular curls and focus on slow, controlled movement. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Finish with plate pinches for 3 sets of 20 to 45 seconds. Start with lighter plates if you're new to this exercise. As you get stronger, progress to heavier plates. Rest 60 seconds between sets. This entire workout takes about 25 to 30 minutes and will absolutely destroy your forearms in the best way possible. Your grip will be shot by the end and your forearms will be pumped full of blood. This is exactly what drives growth. Now, let me talk about some additional tips that will accelerate your forearm development. First, train your forearms at the end of your workout, not at the beginning. If you fatigue your grip early, you won't be able to perform your main lifts like deadlifts, rows, and pull-ups effectively. Save direct forearm work for last. Second, don't use straps for most of your pulling exercises. Straps allow you to lift heavier weight on back exercises by taking your grip out of the equation. While this is useful occasionally for overload sets, relying on straps too much will prevent your forearms from developing. Your grip should be the limiting factor on pulls and deadlifts sometimes. This forces your forearms to get stronger. Third, vary your grip types throughout your training. Use overhand grip, underhand grip, neutral grip, and thick bar grips when possible. Each grip position targets your forearms slightly differently, leading to more complete development. Fourth, focus on both strength and endurance. Some exercises like plate pinches and dead hangs should be done for time, building endurance. Other exercises like wrist curls and reverse curls should be done for reps with progressive overload, building pure strength. Training both qualities leads to bigger, more functional forearms. Fifth, be patient. Forearms are notoriously slow to grow compared to other muscle groups. They're constantly working throughout the day just from everyday activities, so they're already somewhat conditioned. Building significant forearm size takes consistent training over months and years, not weeks. Don't get discouraged if you don't see massive changes in the first month. Keep training consistently and the results will come. Let me address some common mistakes people make when trying to build bigger forearms. The first mistake is training forearms too frequently. Some people think training forearms every single day will make them grow faster. But your forearms are involved in almost every upper body exercise you do. They're already getting worked multiple times per week through your regular training. Adding dedicated forearm work 2 to 3 times per week is plenty. More than that, and you risk overtraining and slowing your progress. The second mistake is using too much weight with poor form. I see people swinging heavy weights on wrist curls, using momentum on reverse curls, and barely holding farmer's walks for 10 seconds because the weight is too heavy. This doesn't build forearms effectively. You need controlled movement with appropriate weight that allows you to actually work the target muscles through their full range of motion. The third mistake is neglecting the extensors. Most people only train their forearm flexors with wrist curls and grip work. But your forearm extensors on the back of your forearm are just as important for balance development and injury prevention. Reverse curls and wrist extensions are essential for complete forearm training. The fourth mistake is giving up too soon. As I mentioned, forearms grow slowly. A lot of people train forearms for a few weeks, don't see dramatic changes, and quit. Building impressive forearms is a long-term project. You need to commit to consistent training for at least 6 months before you'll see significant size increases. If you want to build forearms that actually stand out, commit to this 5-exercise routine 2 to 3 times per week for the next 6 months. Track your progress by recording how long you can dead hang, how heavy you can farmer's walk, and how much weight you're using on wrist curls and reverse curls. As these numbers go up, your forearms will grow. Remember, consistency beats intensity. It's better to do moderate forearm workouts consistently twice a week for 6 months than to do brutal forearm workouts sporadically and burn out after a few weeks. Show up, do the work, be patient, and your forearms will grow. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who's struggling to build their forearms. And if you're ready to transform not just your forearms, but your entire body with a complete system, check out the link in the description for my Reboot Your Body program. It's time to build the strength and physique you deserve.